Hello. It's Friday, finally. TGIF. And let me get myself situated here. It is time for another art throwdown. So, very exciting. Very exciting times. I've got a new gadget that I'm going to be playing with tonight, so you guys get to see that. That's pretty cool. Hey, Nan, I see you joined. What's up? Oh my God, that is a lot. That
Hello.
is hello. That is a lot of popcorn.
It
You're
is.
triggering my popcorn aggression already. Are you going to eat
I
that whole thing by
know.
yourself?
I know. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? And I see
I'm
Ashley and
good.
Phil are here too. Hey guys, I saw Nan already.
I'm great. This is my contribution to tonight's art throwdown, the art of popcorn popping.
I think that's a fantastic idea. Let's unpack that, huh? That sounds good. That sounds good. And I've got a new gadget here that I'm going to be experimenting with, and we'll see how far I get with it. So is your project tonight to eat the popcorn?
It is.
Awesome, awesome. You know what? It's Friday before the 4th. That seems highly appropriate to me.
Well, the fireworks have already started in the Bronx.
Have they?
Hey Nick, welcome. So I am going to share my recipe for the perfectly popped bowl of popcorn.
Okay, okay.
And then I'm going to start on in between all of that. Start on my I'm going to go and do it. I'm going to start not carving. I'm going to design tonight my carving blocks.
Ah,
So
man. Okay, I'm super excited I get to witness this because I think once I see you do it, then I'm going to be less timid about doing something like that. And heck, I might even start with just like a potato, like a cross
yeah,
section of a potato and start carving it and then just do some
absolutely.
stampy stamps on it and see if it
Yep. So
works.
what tonight I'm going to do is I'm going to
Practice.
lay it out on the actual block and then start carving it as my project for next week. So
Cool.
I want you, not you, but everyone to
You.
share in my mishaps as I'm going along. Hopefully there won't be many. But yeah, so you'll actually be watching me carve next week. But I want to lay out the design tonight so that you can see what that's about as well.
Very cool. And then similarly, you guys will be along for the journey with me as I start playing with a new punch board. So, no promises. This might get a little messy, but we're going to have some fun. I did manage, I got to show you guys something. Hold on. Let me just flip over to the side here and find this. This is pretty cool. I got this at a Walmart in the middle of nowhere, like an hour away from here, way up in the North Country. And this cost me less than $3, and it is a
You're in
massive,
upstate New York, though, right?
yeah, but like
Okay.
northern, like up towards like I don't know, like the really
My
really
New York
northern.
geography is horrible, so it's like you're up in Maine already. So
We're pretty, yeah. I mean, we're
yeah.
we're like in the very center of New York State, but this is like even further up north, like
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Cool.
Adirondack Park area, way up there. But there's a Walmart way up there, and they have a really yeety craft section. Like they have awesome stuff. So I got this scrap pack. It's by Color Book, under $3 at the Walmart. So I have some cool paper. A lot of different paper choices came inside of it.
Yeah.
So I love these. They are they have like a vintage appeal to them. I like these. I'm getting like a 50s, 60s country kitchen vibe from some of these pieces. I love these. I can't stop
Uh,
looking at them.
yeah. Frank has joined. Welcome, Frank. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've gotten some when I was in North Carolina doing summer stock for like 10 different summers. I would go to Walmart all the time, and they would. This is when they had like a sewing section in Walmart, and you could buy fabric and everything.
Yep.
It has a great crafts section. I've never been disappointed.
Then this one actually
Frank
has
was asking, is that a uterus that you just showed? The
no,
last one?
no, it's a
It was
champarala,
okay. It was very
chantrala,
Georgia O'Keeffe.
something mushroom,
Okay,
badger. No, I don't know what kind of mushroom this is. It starts with a C, chanterelle.
chanterelle.
Thank you. I don't know my mushrooms, but what I can tell you is that this is a mushroom. So yes, that was not like an anatomy picture. And then here's a piece of a carrot and some asparagus, and here's some of this, and a little bit of that. I'm really going to be playing with these extra pieces of. And these are different textures. This one's
That is totally country kitchen. Totally
I know. I'm feeling like 1960s, 50s,
kitchen chic.
40s. Yeah, like vintage kitchen chic with these. Like I did, and it's funny. I picked up this packet, and I picked it up originally because each one had different things in them. But what really caught my eye in this pack in particular, there were these two pieces. I could see these on the outside, and I thought, ooh, these are nice. So I saw these. And then as I was flipping through, I found all these pieces of the vintage kitchen chic look. So it was a very happy little surprise in my envelope that I found.
Frank says, "Stay gold, pony boy." I have no idea. Sometimes I think I should just, bend over and just have it go over my head rather than through it.
That is a reference to the book The Outside. No, not The Outsiders. Wait a minute. Was it The Outsiders?
Help us out here, folks. Nick knows because she said great book. So help us out. The title,
Oh,
please.
I think it was The Outsiders. Formative book of his
Book of his
youth.
youth.
And there was a movie that
Yeah,
was
it
made.
was
Yes,
the.
it was
She's
The
saying,
Outsiders. Yes,
yep.
it had a young Patrick Swayze in it, and yes, 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 yes. Okay, yes. So I did. I was like, I think that's what it is. All right, cool. So, I
That's
got the.
S.E. Hinton. Who was that author?
Um,
Is one of those juvenile author book writers. Is that S.E. Hinton? Anyone?
Sounds
The
right.
book?
Might be wrong though. I don't know. Yes, it. Yeah, the movie remake of the book. Yes, you're correct, Russ. Nick says it had pretty much. Yeah, it had Matt Dillon in it. It had a young Patrick Swayze. It had. Oh God, every conceivable like. Yep, it had a young Tom Cruise in it. All those guys, early ages, young ages. Before they made it really big, they were all in that movie. So,
Lisa has joined. I think
hey.
Nan has joined. I saw a comment. I didn't
She's
see her.
been here. Nan was like the
Oh, she
first
has?
one
Okay,
in.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Rob
Tom Cruise,
Lowe, Tom
Rob
Cruise.
Lowe.
Yes, they had every, like, it was, yes, we were talking about, see, oh man, Lisa already guessed it. We are talking about The Outsiders. It came up randomly, and it was like one of the quintessential 80s movies. So, yes.
I never saw it, but I read the book.
Right on, right on. Well, you probably would like the movie too.
And I'm just eating popcorn, folks. That's all
No,
I'm
that's
doing.
cool. I think that's like a really good project for a Friday. I just had some gummy candy. Does that count?
Especially, it does count, especially since Hamilton appeared tonight, apparently to drop. So,
Ah, well, it sounds like you're about to have a movie night.
yeah, you and your gummy bears,
Yeah. Well,
and me and my
see,
popcorn.
I you ever have those fried egg gummies? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, but I've never had them.
They literally look like little fried eggs. So I went up to an Amish market today, and it was one of those ones where like it's just walls and walls and aisles of bulk candy and bulk food and bulk just staple everything. And their candy section is off the chain. Like every possible type of gummy candy you would find is there. Like gummy frogs, gummy strawberries, gummy sharks, oh my god, gummy snakes, gummy worms, gummy bears, and then like you get really fancy and you get like those little fried eggs. If the place has fried eggs, you know it's a good establishment. And then they have like the special malty gummy mania mix, and it has like everything in it. So yeah, those are
Yeah, I
amazing.
can't do gummies. That would be my heyday. I'd love that place because I love bulk candy, like like the sour cherries and sour lemons and all those kind and
Yes.
those fruit slices, those jelly fruit slices. Remember
Yes.
those little sugar coating on them?
They have the peach ones, they have the pineapple ones, they have the watermelon, like the
Yeah.
watermelon ribbon, all
Yep.
those. Yep.
I'm all. That's the stuff I'm into.
With like
Absolutely.
the little sour sweet coating on them. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like Dylan's Candy Shop here in New York City.
I've never been. Can you believe that? I've
Oh,
been
you
to
would love
like the
it.
satellite locations of it in the
Right.
airport and stuff. I think in
Yeah, you would definitely love it.
LaGuardia, but I've not been to the the original Dillons. So, oh, and another quick honorable mention today. Remember, I had that dream like 2 weeks ago where I was shopping and I found magenta colored apple barrel paint. Well, this happened. So my dreams came true, and it was only 50 cents. Dude, this Walmart in the middle of nowhere, these were 50 cents. And the
I could go for 6 months without finding a 50-cent bottle of paint. I don't know how you do it.
I
I think
I
it
had no
just,
idea.
yeah, it just revolves around you. I don't know how you do it.
Apple Barrel. Well, I mean, like think about it this way though. Apple Barrel is admittedly like the lower tier version of the folk art paint. So like, Apple Barrel's kind of here quality wise, I think, and then folk art's kind of here, and then like obviously it goes way up from there. But this is no pun intended, bottom of the barrel, I think, as far as the price point goes for these paints. So it's the frugal option for the paint, but hey, I like
Karen
it.
Michael just joined. Welcome, Karen.
Good evening. Yeah, and these are only in this Walmart. The sign said 50 cents, and it was like apple barrel, and a bajillion colors. I went crazy, but I only bought magenta because that is my favorite color, and I didn't have it. So, anywho, so I want to
I'm
introduce.
a little disappointed that you just didn't take the whole lot.
I mean, I gotta
I
start
mean,
cutting
it's 50
myself off.
cents.
I know,
It's
but then
50 cents.
I gotta start cutting myself off a little bit with some of these
Yeah.
paints
Yeah,
because
no, I
pretty
get that.
soon you get too
That can
many.
yeah,
You gotta
I can
store them
relate but
all.
not accept it. But yeah.
But you would have gone wild in there. Like it was
Oh, I
just,
know.
it was, and they had like their own quilting section, their own sewing section. Like
Right.
this is the Walmart of the gods for the crafting gods.
Phil says that there are 160 Walmarts turning their parking lots into drive-in movie theaters.
Yes, I have heard about this. I don't know if and they're gonna play the movies for free. Man, you know what? It's
Maybe
about
they'll play The
time.
Outsiders.
You know, it's funny. Frank says I dress up as magenta for the Rocky Horror Picture Show screenings. I actually brought the Rocky Horror Picture Show to my undergraduate campus, which was quite conservative, so it was like a big deal that I brought it. But I organized a fundraising event way. This is going back. I'm not going to date myself, but this is going back
Last
quite a
year. That was
while.
just last year.
Yeah, just last year. But I emceed it, and it was really fun. And then we actually had one of my buddies played magenta, and like I got like our entire art and theater department like involved in this thing. It was phenomenally, and it was funny, and it was all the classic callbacks. Yeah. Anyway, Frank, you brought back some memories, so thank you for that. And meet my little friend, my other friend, not to be confused with the rat puppet. This is my new punch board, and this is going to be used to make little envelopes, Russ. So, do you have this? Of course you
I
have
do not.
this.
I do not
You
have
don't
it.
have it?
Nope.
You don't probably need it because you know how to make. You're like the MacGyver. All you need is a bone folder and a piece of paper, and I feel like you can,
And scissors. Don't forget the scissors.
and scissors, and you can figure it out. But this is my training wheels for making a pocket folder, everybody. So
No, I'm gonna keep this on repeat and watch it on the YouTube
yes,
channel.
and for anybody that is looking for the products, this is this is what the packaging looks like. Pocket punch board, it says, and it's by We Are Memory Keepers.
Now, did
So,
you read the instructions before?
well, kind of. And by
Okay.
read the instructions, you mean I watched a YouTube video and some
Oh,
Midwestern lady was fiddling with it? Then
okay.
yes, I
No,
have read the
that's fine.
instructions.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I
Cool.
visual. I'm visual. Like if you tell me how to do something, I'll be like, okay, and I'll be like, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
If
No,
you
people learn differently. You're absolutely right.
if you show me, it's like that old
Right.
Chinese proverb, tell me and I will forget. Show me and I will remember. Involve me and I will understand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with that fish thing.
What?
Show me how to fish. I can. Give me a fish and I can eat. Show me how to fish. I can live forever or something. What? Someone help me out there. There's
Fish,
some
I'm
fish
gonna
thing. Yeah.
live forever. No,
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
Lisa says she got her bingo card today, by the way, and ooh la la.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. And it looks like maybe with the exception of our resident Kansas attendees on this podcast, no, live stream. My God, it's not a podcast, it's a live stream. I think the Kansas folks are the only ones who have not received the postcard yet.
Frank is asking, what size paper do you need to make a 4x6 envelope?
For a oh, I see where you're going. So technically, you could make an envelope for this. Now, this thing is interesting. It has secret compartments
Okay.
on the back. Look at.
Jennifer's joined. Welcome, Jennifer.
So this is the answer, Frank. The answer lies inside of this tiny little envelope that it came with. So supposedly, I'm going to just open this up. It's got imperial and lesser metric, but imperial is here. I don't know how to do metric, so la 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 la. We're going to go with imperial because
Patty joined. Welcome.
I don't feel like doing metric. All right, so imperial it is, and paper size flap. Let's see. So your pocket size. So let me see, Frank. You're asking. I just want to make sure. What size paper do you need to make a 4x6 envelope? Aha. Okay. So if the pocket size is 4x6, you're gonna need, according to this little guide here, you'll need about a 9. If you want a flap, you're going to need a 9x8 size piece of paper. And if you want the envelope made with just the notch, the little notch in it, and not the flap, you'll need a 9x7. So that just to give you kind of a gauge as to the type, like the size of paper that you would need for that. But for me, I'm just goofing around here with these little scraps that I got in the Walmart. So my sizes of paper I'm using tonight on this are 5x5 and 5x4, I think. So I'm going to keep it simple, keep it small. And yes, 4x6 is the size of a proper postcard. Yeah, so I think if you wanted the envelope to look like
Zoe's
like
joined.
this
Welcome.
one, you'd need a 9 by, did I say 8? 9x8 for this guy. And if you wanted to just do it like this guy with the notch, this would be a 9x7. So totally possible. And that's the very top, that's the ceiling of the size ranges for this thing. Okay, so I'm going to start, I think.
Okay, and I'm going to give my recipe for popcorn. So first you're going to start off with a heavy bottomed stock pot with a lid.
Stock pot with
So
a
that's
lid.
the first thing.
Okay.
Then you're going to measure out a half cup of popcorn kernels plus 3 individual kernels. I know that sounds random, but it works.
Plus 3 individual kernels.
Yep.
Okay.
So then you're going to coat the bottom of your stock pot with oil of your choice.
Ow!
I use
I'm just
already.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay. The oil of your choice. I use vegetable oil or corn oil. You can use sunflower oil, whatever you like. 3 to 5 tablespoons, or to coat the bottom of your pan, whichever. And then you're going to turn to a medium heat. I use either anywhere between 3 to 5 if your dial has those kind of measurements on it, but it's a medium heat. And you're going to put 3 extra kernels that you got into the pan of oil that's heating. And then you're going to put the lid on, and the lid is going to be slightly askew so the air can escape, because you don't want the popcorn to steam. Okay? So when those 3 kernels pop, you take it off the heat and add the half cup of kernels and keep it off the heat for 30 seconds so that the other kernels can heat in the hot oil. Then you put it back on the stove until all the kernels have popped, keeping the lid askew. So once again, so the popcorn doesn't steam. You don't want the condensation mixing in with the oil. And then as the popcorn starts to pop, you start shaking the pan, the stock pot, with oven mitts. And when it gets towards the end, when you start smelling popcorn, you take it, you lift it above the heat, so it's not actually on the burner, and you start shaking it so all the kernels can continue to pop. And then when you start hearing time in between the pops, like in the microwave popcorn, when you hear seconds between the pops, it's done. Same thing for this. You just take it and you put it in a bowl, and then you can add whatever condiments that you want. When it is steeping in the hot oil, that 30 seconds, I put a knob of butter in a glass bowl in the microwave so it can be melted. And then what I do is I turn off the heat, put the stock pot back down with the whole thing of popped popcorn, pour in your butter, and pour in any salt that you'd want. Put the lid on and shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it like you got it. And then you put it in your bowl. And that is the perfectly popped popcorn. So hopefully you got all that.
I'm gonna live forever. Oh yes, I did it. I freaking did it. My very first envelope. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, check it out. Look at this little guy right here. Woo! I made my very first.
You just flash us with your flop.
Look at it. It has this little flappy doodle right here. Look how wonderful.
Oh, there she went again. She
It's
said
got
it. She's gone there.
glitter, and it's got
She
glitter
said
on
it.
it.
Flappy doodles.
Okay, but look how awesome this thing came out. Okay, I'm excited. It's a little small envelope, and it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, it's a good size. Now, I've never sealed one of these, but there's a first time for everything, I guess. Yeah.
Lisa, I have not. Lisa's asking, have you ever tried nutritional yeast on your popcorn?
I have not, but I heard that it is, a lot of people use it.
Is it supposed to be beneficial some way?
Beneficial nutritionally, and it is a butter substitute.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
I think like if you one scenario might be, if you're lactose intolerant, go
Right.
with the nutritional yeast instead, and you can buy it anywhere really. Whoops.
Now, is it
Whole
a
Foods.
solid? Is it powder? What kind
It's a
of
powder.
Got it.
It's a powder.
Frank says cute Envo.
Thank you.
Or is it Envo?
Envy?
No. Oh, maybe Envy. Yeah.
Cute envy. I think that's what he meant.
Lisa says it's yummy. I'm assuming she's talking about the yeast and not the envelope.
The oops, crud. Yeah, it definitely is a good butter substitute if that is what you are looking for.
Lisa says it has a cheesy, nutty taste.
Yes. Cheesy, nutty goodness.
Lisa isn't a vegetarian, but she knows a lot. She eats very well.
Cool.
Like I told you the other day, she's a foodie. So Frank says that nutritional yeast is 50 cents at Walmart, just in case anybody's wondering.
Oh my God. I can't believe it's not butter. It's yeast.
I can't believe you didn't buy it all.
I didn't have a large enough trailer to put it in.
Well, there you go.
Otherwise, I would have hauled it down the hill to my mom's house. All the paint colors and all the glitter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That would have been dangerous.
You had me at glitter.
I mean, look at this. This has glitter on it too. Pretty. This came in that color book envelope of scraps. My scrappy doodles. Look, scrappy doodles. Yep. So there's
Can
one.
you hear me chewing?
No, I cannot.
Okay, good.
Should I?
No. I just wanted to, give you unnecessary noises that you didn't want to hear.
Oh, you're fine.
So, I'm going to go into the tunnel
Please.
and
I'm
I'll
at
be
my
back
mom's
because I have a
house.
surprise
Please.
for you.
Ooh, all right.
Okay?
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out a new piece of paper. All right, folks, this one is a purple, and it's a little different because it doesn't does not have much thickness to it. So there's not much heft to this paper. It's very thin. So I don't know how it's going to work in this, but I'm going to try it anyway because I'm feeling gutsy right now. And it has kind of almost a semi-linen feel to it. So let's see how it cuts. Let's test this out. And for anybody wondering, this is the business end of this particular cutter. It's got a little peg and it's got a teeny tiny cutting blade. So it doesn't really lock into this channel here. I'll show you. It pretty much just, you set it in here and it kind of glides along and it cuts. So I don't know how well you guys can see that because my surface is a little bit small here. Here you go.
Nick says she wishes she can find nutritional yeast for 50 cents. Megar has joined. Welcome. Phil says it doesn't exist in our hoods, Nick. I'm assuming she's talking about the nutritional yeast for 50 cents. And Nick says, right? It's $8 at least.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's pricey. That is indeed quite pricey.
Look what I got.
What is that? I can't see that from here.
It's all glitters.
Where do you get these massive gallons of glitter from, Russ?
Online.
Wow.
Because I do massive things with glitter.
Now, what do you do? I got to ask you, what do you do with all this glitter? Let me ask you this. Is there one particular project that you will more than likely use the glitter on?
Frank says, Lisa says that, Phil says that's before parking, $8 at least before parking.
Oh, God.
Talking about the nutritional yeast.
Oh.
Lisa says her internet is spotty tonight. Frank says they don't sell nutritional yeast in Connecticut. They are the nutmeg state. Yeah. And Phil says, Frank, please explain the nutmeg, will you? Now, the only real nutmeg is the nutmeg that you actually grind yourself when you're using it off the little pod. So, but anyway, so this is the project I was telling you about. This is the glue called Glitter It.
Oh, yeah.
And this is what you do on the inside of your ornament. And then you pour these glitters inside. Look at that red.
That is beautiful. So Christmassy. Yeah.
And these are micro glitters. So you get great coverage.
Oh man, I cannot wait to get that out on my carpet. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And so these are primarily holiday colors. But see, you can buy glitter in all different kinds of sizes. Frank says the people from Connecticut call themselves nutmeggers.
You guys with the interesting
He's making this
trivia.
all up. Yeah.
I was going to say, like, I have never heard any of these trivia facts before. Yeah. So
no, Vermont.
Want Frank on my pub trivia team, or
exactly.
he's just yanking our chains.
Yeah. No. I want Frank on my any trivia, and I will never play him in Trivia Pursuit. He has the mind of an encyclopedia.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Connecticut is called the nutmeg state, according to Frank. I thought that was Vermont, but I could be mistaken.
That seems like a highly suspicious fact. Is that true? Could somebody fact check him, please?
Yeah. Patty says she's not sure that they have nutritional yeast either. And heaven forbid, they have no Trader Joe's.
Oh.
I know. Oh, and speaking of Trader Joe's, hello in the future to our friend Jim Lynch.
Jim.
He's probably working. He may pop on, when he's in the office again, like he did last time.
Like sneak back into the back room so we can hang out.
Exactly.
He may just do that.
Look at that pink. How about that pink glitter? Isn't that great?
That is a lovely color of pink.
Yeah.
I like it.
And then we have this big old snowflake glitter. I never knew about this, but these are glitter flakes.
Are those tiny snowflake shapes inside your glitter?
No, it's just
it's just flaky.
It's just thicker square glitter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called glitter flakes. when you actually need to see your glitter. This is
Got
Martha Stewart blue. So yeah, so I have glitter.
it.
I have
Wow.
lots and lots of glitter. I did a uh, blue and chartreuse Christmas tree for someone, so that's why I have these colors,
That's oh, I
which
love that. Is
surprisingly
that like a
actually worked really,
cobalt
really
blue?
well.
That is beautiful.
This is like a Columbia blue, and these actually really worked. Yeah, Frank says no one should really play him in Trivia Pursuit. In other words, you will lose.
Wow.
And Frank says, bring your gun if you're going to play Trivia Pursuit against Patty.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're having a Trivia Pursuit shootout here in the comments.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Nick, and I'm with you. I would never play against Frank. He would be on my team. I wouldn't play against him because he is so quick witted that yeah. And Frank says, "Yep, you're absolutely right. Forewarned is forearmed."
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And this is something I never thought that I would ever see.
Does it say wow?
It does. That's the brand. Wow.
Wow. Okay, wait. Can we be
Wow.
really sarcastic? Wow. Okay.
Wow. Do you know what this is?
Edible glitter?
Nope. It's black glitter. And
Edible?
I have
Is it
never
edible
seen
black
black glitter.
glitter?
What's that?
Is it edible black glitter?
It is not. You do not want to eat this. But I have to take a vial of this glitter, so I'm going to take my ugliest color here to work on Monday because we are going to do our own COVID-19 experiment at work.
Is this the sneezing glitter into other people's
No, what we're going to
faces?
do is we're going to put glitter on a volunteer's hand. We're going to pour glitter in his hand, have him shake it off,
Ah.
and then he's going to go and work through his whole day. And we're going to see how many people he comes in contact with that have glitter on them in some form or fashion
Oh my
to
God.
highlight the spread of COVID
Okay.
and how we need to be really mindful of how this thing spreads. Because on Monday, we're going to have a workforce of 56 people.
Wow.
So this is our little experiment of how to demonstrate the seriousness of wearing your masks and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Patty says glitter is the herpes of craft supplies.
Yeah.
You'll never get it out of the theater.
No, it won't. It won't come out.
Yeah, it won't come out.
It won't come out.
Yeah, and these are butch, real butchy mini men. So it's gonna be funny to see them go home with glitter on the clothes and stuff. So I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Are you going to be taking pictures of this, Russ?
I don't know if I'll be allowed.
Like covertly, like.
No, I don't want to embarrass anybody. And of course, who did they come to ask for glitter? Hey, Russ, do you have glitter? I'm like,
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that purple one. Wow.
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 This is another combination that I did.
That is funny.
This purple and this silver. Yeah. But yeah, and of course, why? And I asked, just out of jest, I said, why did you ask me? Why would you think I have glitter? In all seriousness. And they didn't know how to respond.
They're like,
because I'm an artist. And they go, yeah, because you're an artist. It was so funny to watch them squirm. It just like because they didn't want to be politically incorrect. And I'm like, because I'm a crafter, because I'm an artist, because I'm gay. Which one of the three? Be careful how you answer.
speaking of purple, here is my
Purple rain, purple rain.
Here's my purple rain envelope, everybody. By the way, I think I have come up with. I'm going to show you guys. I think I'm going to use this as my secret sticker mule. Pardon the pun, because I know we talked about that company the other night. But it's like a little mule that I can attach to my postcards. And so say this is my postcard, and here it is on the back. I can probably affix this little envelope here to the back of my postcard write some note, whatever, stamp it, and I don't know, make a teeny envelope and glue it on the back of the postcard and ship it off. And there's your carrying vessel for something small and flat on your postcard. So it's kind of like putting a backpack on the postcard and mailing it out. Think about it.
You just want to be careful of the thickness of it. I think there's a eighth of an inch or 16th of an inch thickness that's required for postcards.
I think it's
To
1/8.
Yeah, just
Frank,
Frank
keep
says
me
he likes to
honest.
wear his foundation with a little glitter. Yeah. Patty says being a mom and the primary cleaning person of the house, glitter is banned.
Yeah, similarly, slime is banned in my house because no matter how many times I tell my kids, do not get slime on the sofa, do not get slime on our rug in our living room, like inevitably it always, yeah, so that slime is like the other glitter in our house. Right? Drugs here. Oh my God. Way to get your envelope torn open in the mail and like there'll just be like
Exactly.
some cheesy bird stickers inside or something. Oh man. But
Speaking of stickers,
yes. Stickers. Yes. Mickey Mouse.
a sheet of these is going to be a prize for bingo.
Okay.
All you Mickey fans, too bad Clocky's not here. But yeah, here you go. And
Yes.
I have 12 sheets of this, so we can spread this over time. Of course, I'm going to keep one of each, so that means 9 sheets. But
And I'm
but there
gonna.
are 144 stickers in this little sticker pack.
Well, that's now you're playing with power because that is a lot of Disney magic right there in one
It
pack.
is, and these are autocollants.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't even know what language that is. I think maybe French.
That's
I don't know. Someone help me out.
self-adhering stickers.
Yeah, autocollants.
I believe
I'm
that
saying
is
with a French
French.
accent because I think that's French.
I don't speak French, but
I don't
yes,
either.
those collants look excellent. I like
Yeah,
them.
and it says 12 sheets, please. Yeah. And 3 designs, motifs. I know that one. I
Three
don't know what this
motifs.
please.
We are
Please
rocking the three
is.
motifs. Now, I
Yeah.
actually went to
Is that even in focus?
Joann's.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's in
Yeah,
focus. It looks good. I similarly went to Joann's tonight, and they had a bunch of things on clearance. So I picked up a bunch of additional bingo items. So I
Yeah.
have
I've been shopping
stickers.
for bingo items as well. Go ahead.
I have stickers, and then I have little block books of scrapbook paper, the smaller size one. So I've got about I think 3 of. They're not here. Darn it, they're in the other room. I've got 3 of those, and I also have a few different themes of adult coloring books. I found some really cool ones. So I've got a few different things for the bingo. I think
You know
that,
what? I may add one of my adult coloring books to the collection of prizes
I
as
think
well.
you should. I think you should.
And maybe I can sign it for the lucky recipient.
I think that would be a nice gift. That would be a nice touch. Yeah. All right, now I'm moving on to pink. I'm gonna go back down.
Moving
here.
on.
Moving on to pink. What's that rose thing?
This is my stencil. So I'm going to cheat. And rather than transfer a design onto my block, I'm going to take a stencil because it's easy to carve because of these thick lines. So it's a good way to transfer a design. Frank says adult coloring books, FTW.
For the win. I agree. These
Oh,
are good.
I did not know that's what that meant.
I
I thought it was the bad word, the world.
No. I was
No,
like,
seriously,
Frank,
I did.
tell us
I'm like,
how you really
Frank.
feel about adult coloring books.
Okay.
F the world. No, but that's similar to like on a postcard when you write LA. I'm like, LA what? La? And I didn't realize that it stood for love always.
Well, I had put that on the very first one that I did that with. I put LA equals love always, so I didn't have to write it out every time.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
totally
like
lazy.
there's like this whole other school of acronyms. It's like this whole other level of acronyms among postcarding folks that I'm like, I do not know what these stand for. But no, that was very self-explanatory. I was like, oh, cool. That's a really easy way to write that and save space.
Frank says, "Geez, I misunderstood what an adult coloring book was." And no,
Woo!
no. And Frank, you're not the only one. When I was interviewing for a craft job, I told them that I designed adult coloring books,
And they're like, oh,
and
no.
they got this glazed look on their face. I'm like, what did I just say? And then I had to explain to them that it's coloring books for adults, not adult themed coloring books. No, seriously, that's what a lot of non-craft people think when you say adult coloring books. So they're adult content. I'm like, well, there are those that I don't do those, but yes, there are those, but that's not what I do.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure they exist out there somewhere in the
Oh, they
wild.
do.
I'm sure they
And
do.
don't ask me how many of them I have, but yes, they do exist.
But then the funny thing is, like, if you put the word adult in front of any other word, people all automatically assume that there's like some smutty, you know, aspect to it. Like when we were talking about felt that last time with Jennifer, it's like, oh, I've got my adult felt because we were talking about using felt as the outside of a book binding.
Right.
But I guess you could construe it as such. But anyway, I thought that was funny. I thought it was funny. Like these are my adult scissors. But
That's why I say grown up. I don't
yeah,
do adult anything. I say grown up.
it's like, do you have any of those adult coloring books? Like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Wink, wink, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, there we go. Frank says adult art throwdown. We just need to change the name of our
Oh,
name.
goodness.
Well, it just so happens that I'm not wearing any clothes while I'm doing this, so maybe does that count?
Awesome.
And you wonder why I never face the camera on Monday through Friday nights,
I mean, like, I know it's hot in the Bronx, so.
and I don't have AC.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's like, here I am at my mom's house, and like it's a little bit warm here. I mean, it was in the, I don't know, high 80s here.
Carrie's joined. Welcome, Carrie.
Hey, it was like really warm here, and so that's why at like 6:30 in the morning I'm responding to comments. I'm like, ooh, I'm awake now because like it's too hot to sleep here. It's too warm. And my mom's like, oh, just put the fan on you. You'll be fine. I'm like, no, this isn't working. It's not how any of this works.
Yeah, I sleep underneath the fan.
You have to. You have
Yeah,
to.
but when it gets really, really hot, like 98, at night in the
Mm-hmm.
Bronx, I wake up like every 2 hours and take a shower.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Ooh.
because I hate sweating at
Yep.
night.
Yep. That's the worst feeling.
It's the
You
worst
wake up
feeling.
all clammy and
Yep.
gross. Yeah.
So here is the design that I'm going to do on my stamp. So here's where, once again, it gets all kinds of squirrely. So what do you want to highlight? So in this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away everything but these outlines. So it looks like a stencil that's printed each time. So what I do in this, Lisa says she hates sweating any time of day. And I'm
Penny
like,
says
I get that.
bye.
Um, so what I do is I mark out the areas that I'm going to cut so that I don't get this confused. And midway cut the wrong thing, and then you're kind of SOL. And that's adult term SOL, not. So what I do is I mark out all the areas that I'm going to cut so that I don't, like I said, cut the wrong thing. So what I'm going to do is, like you said just the other day, is it's going to be in bas relief, and so that all these stripe sections will be cut out, and then the outline will be raised. So that's the part that's going to print.
Now,
Does that
are
make
you going to
sense?
cut? All right, this is kind of going to sound like a weird question. Are you going to cut straight through and just cut away those sections completely, or are you going to carve down into those lined sections that you're
Well,
shading?
okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the outlines first in the narrow tip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the deeper V tip, I'm going to dig through these, but not all the way through, right? I'm not going to go all the way
Ah.
to the back.
So you're making like a little trench, but you're not cutting all the way down.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. Because all I want is I just want this section to be
Raised.
higher
Right.
than the background so that the ink doesn't get in the background and only gets on this section that's
Got it.
left.
Okay. I got you.
Now, for those of you that are more visually adept at these kind of things, I have no sense of depth perception. So that's why I could never play baseball because I couldn't judge the depth of the ball. And that's why, like Bad News Bears, where the ball always goes over the outfielder's head, that was me. So that's why I take this extra step to do this because some people can just look at it and like, okay, I need to cut this out, this out, this out. But this is an extra step so that I don't get confused because I know the way that I work. But talk about that whole series was one of my favorite movies
Bad
ever.
Bad News Bears.
Bad News Bears, yeah. I'm a baseball fanatic. I can watch any bat and ball game, but I love baseball, and so that was still one of my favorite with Walter Matthau and young Tatum O'Neal.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Well, Patty, I'm just
Blasphemous.
designing. I'm just designing tonight. I'm not going to cut out until next week, so you really don't have to pay attention. but but yeah, no, I'm doing this next week. But I wanted to talk through the design of it in the time, and then I'm going to do another one just like this. But then I'm going to carve out all of the other section of it so that you can see the way that it works. So in other words, you don't have to pay attention until next week. Like I have anything that's of importance to pay attention to. Oh, by the way, hopefully everyone got the postcard challenge for today. That was filmed at 5:05 this morning. Oh my gosh,
Oh
that was the
lordy.
hardest thing I've ever had to do.
So I admit I have not done that yet. What should it's so? What should I know?
It's just about Frank wants to know what you do with all those envelopes that you make.
Um, I mainly just put them in my hoarding pile. No, kidding. I partially true, right? I I I will plan to put some of these into my smash book at home or journal. And then some of these I'm going to enclose in a pen pal letter, and some of these will probably get used, they'll probably get affixed to postcards. So for now, since I'm just jamming over here with this thing, making a few different sizes and using different types of paper, because I'm really experimenting with this tonight to see how it cuts and how it folds and how it punches. So we're pretty much flying by the seat of our pants over here tonight.
So that's what Frank. Yeah, Frank has a new name, ATD, the Hoarders Edition.
Hoarders edition. Get in here.
I had to stop watching that show. I was getting such anxiety
Me
attacks.
too. Oh yeah. It would like that show and my 600-pound life. I can't watch those shows. Like they make me so sad. I cannot. Those shows put me in a horrible state of mind when I watch them. So I typically do not watch them.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm glad I don't have TV. Um, no, Frank, I edited that for you. I know what you meant, so I kind of interpreted for you.
Art Throwdown, the Hoarders Edition. Yeah, I can see
Well,
that.
well, he actually typed Hoarder's Sedition, and I'm like, I don't think that's what he meant. So I kind
Hoarders.
of edited for him. This is live editing, folks.
I mean, that's
Frank and
clever.
I are good friends. We can edit each other.
No, that's fine. All good in the hood. All good in my craft hood. Look at this. Woo! Here's another one. Country kitchen chic. Look at this.
Yeah, exactly, Frank. That's why I knew you meant something else. Because Hoarder's Sedition is totally different.
What is this?
But it just still makes me laugh just to say it, though.
How do you spell that? S-E-D.
Sedition,
S-E-D.
Sedition.
What does that word mean?
That's like an uprising, if I remember.
Oh gosh.
Frank does the New York Times crossword puzzles. So he is a
Ah,
total wordsmith from the word go.
got it.
Shambhala has joined. Welcome. Unfortunately, we're almost done. We're
What?
here Monday through Friday.
Hey, Russell, what time is it?
Yes,
What?
it is 10:51.
No way. How did this hour go by so
Way.
fast?
Because we talked about popcorn and glitter.
I think, yeah, these are a few of my favorite things. Yeah, we've talked about a few of our favorite things here.
Ashley says, nice job on the little envelopes, Allison.
Thank you. These are my new scrappy doodles. Look, collect them all. Look at these. Whee! Yeah, these are going to be awesome. Yeah, so I think these are going to be like my little carrier, my little paper carrier pigeon for my postcard. It's going to affix onto the postcard. I can slide some cool stickers or some little paper bits in there. And actually, it was Love and Stamps. It was June, I think, who gave me that idea because I got a postcard from her and it was quite lovely. This is a few weeks back now. 'Cause I
Is she
know,
still on hiatus?
yeah, I think she's
Okay.
going to be on hiatus, unfortunately, for a few months. But I mean,
It's good.
I said to June, selfishly, we miss you, but I get it. I understand. I
Absolutely.
understand your need
Absolutely.
to, disconnect from it all. I get it. But she was the one who gave me the idea, and it was just like a regular postcard, and she had a couple pieces of washi tape, and there was this little, it was like a little tiny glassine envelope with cuts, like paper die cuts in there. And it traveled really well. It arrived with no issue. So I think if you affix them to the envelope the right way, then you will have no problem.
Frank says you've made like 87 envelopes without even blinking an eye.
I'm on my fifth one right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is,
You've been like
yeah.
ninja envelope maker here.
But I have to say, this is much faster using this little envelope punch process. It is much faster using this one
It,
than making like a full size,
right.
like lined envelope. These little guys are quick.
And how much was that again?
This was from Tuesday morning, and I think, let me check the packaging here. 11.99.
Okay, cool.
So
Which means it'd be like
yeah.
21.99 on Amazon.
Correct. So if any of you guys want this product, I mean I recommend it if you want to make little
Well,
envelopes,
I mean,
pockets, and
the
things.
nice thing is you could do all kinds of little projects with it. You could do like gift card holders for the holidays.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So there are any number of ways that you can use that. And as you know, I'm a big junk journal kind of guy, and so it makes great little additions. Like pocket folders. You know me. So yeah, it's just a great way, and it's just so easy because everything is pre-measured for you, and it's just a matter of just doing it as opposed to measuring and calculating
Yeah.
and
As long as you use the grid and you stay on their system, you're fine. You shouldn't have any problem.
okay, so these are my two blocks. So this is the exact
Ooh.
same stencil. Okay. It's just that I'm cutting out different sections of the block of the design. So this one, I'm going to leave all these gaps, which is the actual borders of the stencil raised. So that's what prints. So what's going to happen here is that all of the borders are not going to print because I'm going to cut those out. And then what I will do is I will actually cut designs into what's left, so it looks like the petals of the flower have designs on them.
Ashley says don't go off the grid.
Yeah,
I don't know if she was talking about my envelopes or your stamp, but I think that
I think she was
applies
talking about your
might
envelopes.
apply in both cases here. Don't go off the
Yeah.
grid, Russell. Stay on the grid.
So so that is what so these are the two blocks that I'll be carving next week.
Well, thank you for sticking your neck out and trying that. That gives me hope that I can
Well,
also, at some point, figure out how to
well,
use
you know
those
me, I'm a glutton
blocks.
for failure. So,
But those look fabulous. Like, what's wrong
well,
with
yeah, I haven't
that? They
started
look.
cutting yet.
Do it
Don't
in
throw.
an isolated environment with nobody watching. Do it off camera, like this weekend. Get zen with it. Take your time. You know. But that
No, but I got
looks
to carve
wonderful.
live, so it doesn't mean I'm not going to practice this like 5 times this weekend
You're
without
actually
anyone
going to carve
watching.
that live in front of all of us?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
Risky
yeah.
venture, but I like
Well,
it.
that's the reason why I want to do it. Is if I can do it live, having never done it before, I've only ever practiced it, seldomly, then anyone can do it. So, and that's the point. So we can learn from my failures, my live failures, or hopefully we can all bask in the glory that it's really as easy as people are saying it is.
Like these tiny envelopes. These really are that easy.
Well, you took a big gamble,
I
did
did
it
because,
live.
well,
Yeah.
after that elephant punch situation last night, I have to say I was a little gun shy. And I went to Tuesday morning today to go return it, and it was closed. They closed at 6. Like,
How dare they?
okay, I guess I'll come back tomorrow, and I will try to
Well,
get.
tomorrow's the 4th of July, so how many stores are going to be open tomorrow?
Tuesday morning is open,
Are they?
I think.
I don't know. That was a rhetorical question.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they're open
Yeah.
or not. I'm still going to go there and look in the window.
So we have 3 minutes left,
Well,
and you should be able to hear the fireworks in the background as we're saying goodbye.
I don't hear anything,
Okay.
but
My neighbors are still sleeping, so that's why. Yeah.
also, let me show you guys something really quick. Wait, one more thing. Okay, so this punch board, when you go to score your pieces, it has an arm that extends down here, and it also has an arm up top that extends out laterally. So this you can actually use. You pull this guy up when you put your paper down, and you use your knife, and you can cut your little scores this way and your horizontal for the flaps. Anyway, I thought this was cool. This has all sorts of like little hidden secrets and compartments underneath. So there's your grid guide so you can measure.
So
Yeah.
Patty says that she had to go buy all. She said places are open on 4th of July. I think people are open on truncated hours though, so the families can go to the families
Yeah,
to
I think
celebrate.
it's limited hours, but still
Yeah.
they're
Yep.
open, so, you know.
Ashley says they've started the fireworks in Little Rock as well.
Ah, ours got canceled up here in New York and in Massachusetts. So
Because of the dry weather or because of what?
I don't know. They've just been
Okay.
canceled due to COVID. I'm like, we could sit in our cars and watch. Like, that's usually
Exactly.
what we do.
Well, if we can sit in cars and watch movies, we can sit in cars and watch fireworks.
Yeah, I have to say, I personally was very bummed. 4th of July is one of my favorite holidays because it's loud and bright and colorful. Unfortunately, yeah. So here in upstate, it was all canceled. Wah. So maybe later. I think the one in my town in Massachusetts is going to get postponed. So maybe later in the summer we can do another celebration at some point. But I think supposedly it was because of COVID. But again, that doesn't check out because I'm like, you can just sit in your car and watch. And, you know, in theory, that should be fine. But
Well, I'm going to go back to my popcorn. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great weekend. Don't forget Sunday at 2 o'clock. We're going to talk about doilies,
oh my
making
goodness.
doilies.
Oh my goodness. All right. It's going to be wild, you
Going
guys.
to be wild.
All right. Have a great 4th, guys. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.